collect these contracts, or like I can personally select one and
I will
it'll
answer
like.
you in a second. What is up, people? We are with Rocket. We're doing our coaching session. I just want to make that clear before I answer your question. Dota had a huge update to its battle passes out. It's a whole mess. I'm not even sure if Rocket can connect to this game in theory. I'm hoping the answer is yes. If not, I won't count it against him. He has paid me for an hour. He gets an hour, whether it be now or later.
I think I connected.
You seem to be connected, so it should be fine. We're gonna do our best to make Rocket climb this MMR. He is sitting at a whopping. He's Herald 4, I think. So that bottom bracket, which he can easily climb out of. There are now guilds, which Nettie I will answer right now. So the guilds challenge is cumulative. It doesn't have to be ranked. It just means that if everybody gets 90 more hero kills together, our guild gets points, which helps us level up to get more contracts. But we also get side shop gold, which is pretty sick. More or less. So it's cumulative. Rocket will be participating right now by getting some kills in this match, if it ever loads.
If I get kills.
Yeah. But guilds are cool. I just want to make sure that my settings are right later, but I'll do it again after that. Battle Pass is pretty cool, guys. I'm not going to detail it all right now. It's just way too much stuff. The only thing that really matters as far as like coolness that people are really freaking out about, I guess I'll just cover that for people, is that's not the right one. There are 3 Arcanas and 2 Personas, and since there was only 1 Persona prior, right? The only Persona is Invoker. Am I correct?
Talents to carry. Alliance band.
There is now... I can't even load this thing because of the stupid game. I'll be back as soon as I get into Rocket's game here. Sorry, I'm having problems loading Rocket. I'm in, but I'm not in. It's like lagging like crazy.
It's alright.
Your turn to pick.
Welcome to the Cavern Crawl. Shut up, I'm not even playing.
Yeah, it told me that too.
Alright, you have the Here There Be Monsters. You're in the Here There Be Monsters guild, Rocket?
Yeah.
Did you leave my guild?
5 seconds.
Yeah.
Hurry,
It's okay.
hurry.
I'll forgive you.
I've known him longer.
I know you have, it's fine. I said I forgive you. Alright, you're Witch Doctor.
Your pick.
Means I can actually go in this stupid thing now. People are freaking out because of Pudge's persona, where he basically looks like a toy. I don't know why. He's like a teddy bear, kind of. It's very weird. Anti-Mage is a gender swap persona. Neither of them are out yet. They're still coming soon. Wraith King has the one true King bundle. He looks mad like Skeleton King. It's awesome. Quap has an Arcana. Wind Ranger has an Arcana. So that's 3 Arcanas because Wraith King's an Arcana. And then a bunch of other stuff. But those are the biggest things. I'm very excited for the Anti-Mage gender swap. I will be using that as soon as it's available. It just isn't yet. So I haven't bothered spending the money. So
Team comp is janky.
team comp here. You're supporting an anti-mage, which is fine. Their strength in the off lane is going to come either from killing you, which is if Ricky's there, or it's got to be Undying, right? It's got to be Undying Ricky. They can't kill anti-mage. If they do, it's his fault. I mean that.
Okay.
I mean that. I really mean that. I'll actually move us. Like, I just don't see any circumstance where he should die on his own. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Sorry, my phone is not on silence. That's very rude
Just a
of me.
minute or so now until the game starts. Patience.
Good, I got a good answer to my problem for my coworkers. How close was that, Rocket? Tell me. So I like your build here. I think having 2 tangos, a salve, and some Iron Branches is great. You should have given tangos to Zeus, but he didn't ask, so I guess you're kind of in the clear there. I'm going to give you a pass. I would say you should usually spend your other 85 gold. How I would do that is probably another Clarity, since Clarities are very big on heroes like Witch Doctor. You can actually send one to yourself now if you really want to, because the Warrior will be here significantly before the fight, but
Yeah.
just be careful because you don't want Ricky to steal it. Oh, you can plant your guild banner, not that it matters, because your guild is garbage!
Never truly forget the pain.
Actually, guild banner looks better than my guild banner, so I can respect that. I'll respect the fact that his looks better. He just has a better, I don't have, like, a symbol that's associated with my brand right now, so I have to respect that Mercy does. I like the face. It looks a lot like the Disturbed, the guy. I would tell Activation to get back. Don't block
Whoops,
him.
wrong button.
Okay, you didn't have any choice. Anti-Mage threw himself to death, 100%. He took mana break, then ran in like that. Careful with your courier. That's
back,
100% not your fault.
My I changed my dang retreat button.
Don't block. Never block in safe lane unless you
Okay.
already know they're blocking hard, because it meets here naturally, which is right inside the tower's range, basically. As you see, without even blocking, it's right on the edge of the tower's range, which makes it very easy that if you block, you'll be in tower, and you don't want that. Since denies aren't as important now, because they don't give you any gold, and they do less denying of experience, just try to stand roughly over here. You can cut this tree with a tango whenever you take enough damage. This tree right here, you see it? And it lets you kind of dive in and out as much as you want. You should never move away from this area, because you could have just walked right back in here and been fine. Now, granted, you're going to live, but they punished you for that. You just have to make sure they never block you from walking backwards. The most they'll get is 1 or 2 right clicks each, and you immediately retreat. So you just go in, out, in, out.
Well, we don't have any creeps. So.
Yeah, make sure you tango. And I expect that this is, you know, Herald. There's going to be mistakes on everybody in the team. It'll be fine. I'm not even worried that Anti-Mage died. It was a big mistake, but to be honest with you, it's a bracket where he's not going to get punished for that by early push. Like, to be real. Good harass. That was good 2 hits. You can try to stand right. The sweet spot right around here is usually here. But don't do it if Ricky runs at you. The reason why is you can run through the trees right around here. And remember, Ricky doesn't do a lot of damage if he's not facing you. You have him a lot more regen, so if he jumps on you, just face him. Make sure you tango, but then face him. Good harass. Awesome harass. You're taking advantage of the fact that Anti-Mage went aggressive with an early mana break.
Yeah.
Make sure you tango. Always tango. There you go. Now, since they're pushed so far back, just focus on the denies. There's not a lot you can do to them right now.
Okay.
And that's the kind of thing, is you kind of hit the ebb of the flow of the lane. If there's nothing you can do to harass them, then you just do other stuff. What is that? They used a portal and Anti-Mage's face came out? That's so weird. That's so uncomfortable. That's much better. So you have these wards, right? Put a sentry ward right here.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where you always want the sentry. It's because it's hard for them to deward effectively because they can't see it.
Yeah.
Now, if you checked them, you would also know that Jakiro's holding a sentry ward. Try to watch any positioning around this area. That's where he's going to want to put it. So if he walks in that area, just check his inventory real quick. That's like the kind of thing that people do a lot as they get higher in MMR. They check. So Jakiro does not have it anymore.
He's just sitting there.
Jakiro doesn't have it, so just take a look into this shadow spot as soon as you can. As long as you're not in danger.
Okay.
And just see if you can see the ward. Because he can't see yours because of the trees, so he doesn't even know you have one, probably. Oh. Okay, I managed fine. Alright, I think he put it back over here, so you're fine. I believe. Could I be wrong? Yes, but you have all reason to assume that it's not there. This Ricky has no mana, by the way. He has 18. That's why it's super cool to check your opponents. There's nothing he can do. You can literally just right-click him. His armor is much higher than yours, but other than that, he has terrible ability to trade because he has no health at all.
Ouch.
You're fine. I mean, it hurts, but it's worth it. Look at Ricky's health right now. Like, he's crippled. Him staying is a detriment to his team, basically. Alright, because of the situation in your lane, you need Anti-Mage to hit a higher level, so...
Like
I would suggest you Clarity, Tango,
Okay.
and then stand over here. The reason why you want to stand here, in this tree over here, is, watch out for Jakiro's Dual Breath, is because you're still in a position to help the Anti-Mage if they move on him, but they won't readily try to cancel your Clarity. Oh, please don't get it canceled. Please don't get it canceled. He's walking over to his ring of health. It's not a bad play. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. Alright, Ricky has no health. Alright, now you're comfortable. You have full mana. Punish. Super awesome stream. Yes, I have a guild. Rocket's not part of it because he betrayed me and decided to join Mercy's guild. Even though it's totally fair because he's known Mercy a lot longer and plays with Mercy more often, but like still. I'm still going to call it a betrayal despite the truth of the matter. I don't need facts to back me up. Right, Rocket?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, he's super greedy, but Ricky does have boots, so be very careful. You have a lot of money, by the way. I forgot to note this. You should really spend your money as soon as possible. So you want to have your wand and whatever parts of a bracer you can buy, which is probably just the gauntlet, sending right now.
Should I do the gauntlet first or the circlet?
Gauntlet. The health is really big here. And make sure that you back up and tingle. Just carefully. The anti-mage is actually okay now since he bought that early ring of health. That's a really smart buy. I would have liked to see him buy stupid wand, but it's fine. I mean, honestly, it's not a terrible build. Even in my MMR, this would be like, okay, this would be fine. I don't think anybody would bat an eye at it. Alright, you're actually doing fine. You're in shadows right now. If you could put a ward right here, that would be super helpful. And also, you should ping that your teammates are missing. Sorry, your enemies are missing.
Well, he went to get 5-minute runes.
You think. You think he went to get 5 minutes runes.
Okay.
It's 5:50. Right? Because in theory, you can see when I draw on the map, right?
Yeah.
In theory, he could have gone and just went straight to mid.
Okay.
Now, granted, very reasonable. He probably did. But if you're wrong, mid's dead.
Yeah. Oh, what is he doing?
He's dead, hopefully. Nice kill.
Yeah.
Super solid kill.
I don't know how I see him though.
No, don't turn. I lied. Alright, South. It's you have Bloodseeker on your team.
Oh, okay.
Mid-tower taking damage.
Alright, buy the rest of your bracer. And then send it to yourself.
Yeah.
Be ready to take these last hits. This is where supports get money. Anti-mage left the lane, that last hit's yours. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but 37 gold goes a long way for supports. That's the best thing, is when a carry can't get a last hit otherwise, you try your best. And if you fail, it's okay.
Careful, I don't see mid right now.
Queue up your arcane boots, and then also ping that Ricky and Jakiro are still missing. Or just Ricky, because I see Jakiro. Did you see Ricky, by the way? Because I did.
No.
He's here.
Okay.
That's a
he's
natural
walking
reflex.
Back instead.
Yes, he's blocking. That's a big thing with DotA in general. You should definitely stun, by the way. When you see a singular creep and a singular hero, you should always take advantage, but it's okay.
Okay. I'm level 6 now, so.
Yeah, I would back, though. Just be careful about Ricky. You don't have another sentry. I would actually send another sentry out. Maybe an observer, too, if you have any in stock. I can't tell.
No, there's none.
And I would put the new sentry maybe, like, right over here. Sorry, here.
I can't see when you draw, like, little areas on the map. Okay.
You can't see, like, this line here?
Invoker's missing from mid.
Not on the map, I can't.
No, on the map.
Oh, I
mean
can
next to
see
you.
that on the floor, yeah.
Yeah, I was drawing on the floor over here. It just was hard to see.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't big enough, I think. It's because the angle. The further you move away, the more invisible it becomes. The reason why is because it's hard for them to deward inside the trees, but also because you can get it pretty close. Well, I don't know. It's kind of hard. Your first ward was so good, I don't even know if you want it yet. I'll wait on it. Oops, sorry.
It's okay.
Coming top with a haste.
Ignore my random pings, anti-mage, by the way. I'm just trying to ping for the Witch Doctor. So you just do you. Yeah, keep it for now, actually, Rocket, because your other ward's going to die in, like, under 2 minutes. So we'll just keep it as an option in case Ricky does an aggressive thing, and then you can put it down. Because this area right here...
Ricky.
Oh, cool. This area right here... Watch out. That Invoker is level 7. He will kill you with a good combo, but he already wasted Meteor, so you're actually probably okay.
Nice crit power. He didn't even attack it.
Just kill him!
I was trying to.
It's all good. It's all good. Ping Ricky missing again. I know he just died, but you still don't see him.
Yeah.
He's still your responsibility, especially because it's a Ricky. He's the kind of person,
I don't know.
What's up, Afro? I didn't invite you to the guild, Afro. I'll invite you after. I'm so bad. Hey, super awesome stream. Thanks for the sub. Much love. I really appreciate that. He's dead. He is dead. Yeah, Rocket. You didn't do anything wrong, by the way. Anti-Mage didn't get that because he's bad. It's because you're literally a whole level and a quarter above him. That's why you didn't get it.
Now I'm 2 levels.
No, he tipped you. He tipped you because of how well he thought your play was. Makes you clarity. And then ping Rinky missing.
Okay. Yeah.
I know it's a lot, but like that's just very important to consistently do that. Can you go get Rune?
Yeah.
That's important too. Timing, map awareness are things you will build naturally.
Your middle tower
Should
is
you
under
what?
attack.
Put a ward on that pillar right there.
An observer? No, I don't think it's worth it. Actually, can you should probably go ward mid. Go ward mid.
Alright.
He could really use a sentry in the middle of the lane. The best place to put a sentry in mid is right here. Right in the middle.
Your
Okay.
top tower is under
I can still invite you even if you're offline, Afro.
You are a true friend.
Boss Galaga, right? I thought I invited you, didn't I?
Well,
Am I
there's a
wrong
DD
about
there.
your
Should I
thing?
deny it or should I just leave it?
You should take it after you put the sentry down.
Oh, okay.
And put the observer right there.
an acceptable amount of mercy.
This kind of place in general is a good place for an observer because it sees across the river.
I have no idea.
Yo, they already FFs from the PL. This is gonna be the easiest game of your life, Rocket.
Should I go top then? Or should I just stay here?
You should stay mid. This experience needs to be grabbed.
Alright.
Use the DD and just push the lane in. Best thing you can do for your team is to make sure that your mid tower is secure.
Get back now. Get back.
The fight top doesn't look like it's going to be easily initiated. Just have a TP ready. And you should be looking back and forth, basically. You look at how close they are in the minimap. Watching minimaps is like the best skill you can gain as far as not actually moving your camera, but telling what's going on. Alright, I'm going to move for 1 second.
I might as well push the tower.
Yeah, go ahead. Absolutely. You have a catapult here. You can also tell your team your intentions, by the way. You can tell them, for example, and I suggest that you do, tell them to let you know if someone TP's out from top.
Dire structures are fortified.
Oh, never mind. No reason now. Too late. No, that doesn't matter. Just well, you can try. Actually, no. Your creep should take ag. No, they're just a tad bit too back. Sad. You can ask your teammates if they want your help.
Poker's here. I didn't know what my push
TP
to talk
top.
button is. Okay.
If you can get a stun on the Undying, you can kill.
I have to back. I'm not gonna.
He's a dead man. 100% dead man.
Just gonna run back to little TPL.
Pruning or something.
And see, knowing your can you grab mana boots? That's very important.
Yeah.
And your anti-mage just kindly told you there's an arcane ring in stash, but Zeus should take that, so you should actually chill, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, you're good, dude. Put a sentry in the trees the same way as bottom. Ricky will be very sad when he walks over. He's not going to expect you to have detection.
Whoops, so just buy.
Just sell it. It's fine. You can help him push a little bit, just like little pokes here and there. Alright, next item you're going to buy is Glimmer Cape. And you're also going to make sure you have sentries and dust. So before you buy any pieces of that, have like 2 stacks of dust, and just make sure to keep up on the wards. You don't really need anything else to be effective. You can't do anything for your team because you wasted stun. It's fine though. I would just back and let them know you can ping your abilities on cooldown, for example. That's a big way to let people know your intentions. Alright, stun. Stun and mana. Mana for your team. Don't forget. There you go. Perfect. Easy kill.
Is it pruning? Whatever.
Alright, use your ult. Easy. Oh. Oh. That's the way. That's the way, man. Alright, you should actually let your team know, and I'm going to let you do this because I could just do it myself. You should tell them to push mid. You should like tell somebody to go mid. The smile.
Yeah.
How do you do those custom pings?
You go into settings and you customize ping wheel.
Let me follow that in this.
Oh, got it.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
It's a bad invoker.
Do you have ult up? Let your team know your ult's about to be up. So what do you think about taking for your level 10, by the way?
The armor.
Why? I'm not saying you're wrong, I just want to know.
Because
Yeah,
the
bro.
guide tells me to.
But do you know like what the reason would be?
Yeah, I'd take less damage and I'd be able to get my ult off for longer before I die.
Sorry, I'm testing out pings. My bad. So you have to think about what exactly is their kill condition on you. How do they kill you?
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Invoker with his spells. PL diving me, I guess. Jakiro. I don't really think Jakiro can do
Go help
anything as
Jesus.
long as I'm with my team.
Help that Zeus. Make sure he doesn't die. He can't. He's gonna get a kill. He has a kill, so if you can.
Oh, he's dead.
Nah, yeah. That's okay. Alright, just buy some wards if there's any more.
Okay.
And put a sentry up, actually, up here. That's bits. If you give me bits, which is cheers, is how Twitch says it, then you can push this, by the way, if you're done. If you, Who got the royal jelly, by the way? As in, who picked it
I
up?
don't know. I got the roll. I didn't pick it up.
Someone just gave it to you.
Probably anti-mage.
Antimation didn't even give him to himself. I think it was Sven. Yeah, if you do cheers, which is to give bits, they'll naturally go down the pachinko machine. It costs money though, is the thing. It's my tip cup basically. Your bits should be listed near the emote slot, so if you check the emotes, they should be around there, but you have to pay to have bits to then give. Sometimes you can watch ads for small amounts. Afro can probably explain better, meaning like she can probably tell you exactly where it is because she knows. Make sure you made a boot.
Yeah. Should I just stay mid then, or should I?
Yeah,
be hitting
help your
bottom?
Zeus push, honestly. As long as you're with him, he's a lot less in danger. And make sure you send your cloak to yourself. Whenever you have the money for pieces, buy it. There's no more like unreliable gold almost at all in this game. So it's really big that you spend your money when you can.
Towers for a few seconds here.
Alright, now should I go bottom?
Yeah. Good instinct. Oh, talking about who can kill you. Basically, it's about what kinds of damage they have. What's more valuable? Health pool is always valuable, but is armor? Well, it depends on the team. Undying does mostly magical. Mostly, it's not entirely true. Invoker does mostly magical, and Jakiro does mostly magical. However, PL does all physical, and a lot of it. And Ricky does all mostly physical, and a lot of it. And the people who are going to try to kill you is basically Ricky, almost entirely just Ricky, and somewhat PL. Invoker's just going to disable you. He doesn't need you dead, he just needs you disabled. He's going to throw a tornado and forget about you. The same thing is true. You want that, by the way.
One night, twice is under attack.
Why is he just standing?
You don't know. He's going to use it, I guess. It's fine. Alright, leave him be. Don't waste your healing on him. He's the Bloodseeker, can heal himself. Alright, if your team wants to push mid, that's fine. You should fortify your bottom tower, though, because Invoker's taking that thing.
Bottom tower being attacked.
Just stalling is always big. It helps you push. Like, mid tower is now pushing thanks to that stall. So you guys right now are walking randomly. You should tell your team what tower you want to push, and then do it.
If you have any last
So
words
should
for
we
your
try and
bottom
push
tower,
top then?
You can.
It's already too late.
Just tell your team your intention. Say, I think we should push top. You can even just ping it. If you want to, type it, whatever. After the PL stat, of course.
Alright, let's get top.
Is this your shrine? I mean, outpost. If it's not, you should take it.
Okay.
They have 1 minute to try to take it back. But you can communicate with your team. It's very big in DotA. You just tell your team, look, I want to push top. You can even just say, simply, push top. Yeah, perfect. And they're going to know what you want to do. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but you did your best. And as you notice, Zeus came. He was pretty close anyway, but he seems to be committing. One thing I like to do is I ping right after. I say push top, and then I re-ping so they're looking.
Yeah, I broke my ping button.
They're
It's just
fighting,
the
so you
smiley
can-
face doesn't ping things. Weird.
They're fighting. Alright, you're dead. Not your fault, though. Zeus literally just kissed you. TP, TP.
Okay.
Anywhere, quickly. They can't kill you in time, I don't think. So that's a big thing with heroes like that who don't have hard stuns. Their only stun is Invoker and Jakiro. So if they're not there, TP.
Yeah. I'm just gonna buy this.
Sure, absolutely.
Whoops, wrong button.
Oh, and you ended up getting the Philosopher's Stone. Nice, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
I grabbed it before he picked it up.
When you're walking, by the way, and you have nothing better to do, make sure you give your teammates information. So, like, you can ping out there's a regen room bottom.
Okay.
I often give people an ETA when I'm going to be there for the fight. So, I'll, like, right now I'd be like ETA 15 seconds. Something like that. Just to let people know I'm on my way.
Like...
Right. That's fine. That's better than nothing. I try to be vocal just because sometimes people take the vocal information better than the visual information. Stay with your Zeus. Your Zeus actually might be able to get kills here, so just try your best to back him up. Ricky's upset saying Zeus is OP, big lol. You can try to take that tombstone. I think it's going to die too soon, but you can try.
Where's it at?
Right there.
Oh, this.
If you get it, it's a lot of money. No, of course, it's sorry. I figured. You want to ward this area up now?
Should I go over here?
I think you want to stay with the team right now.
Well, I was going to say ward this over here.
D-ward, yeah. Don't put an observer. They'll expect an observer, so don't do it. That's the best tip. If there's ever a sentry and you deward it, don't put an observer on top of it. They already know you have a sentry. They're gonna at the very least trade sentry for sentry, so if your observer's there too, they just get a bonus. You want to put a ward like over here, because that we have a complete darkness in the side of the map.
Someone keeps buying all the wards.
It is.
It's not
Sen
me.
has one.
I should have put this over down first.
It's okay. That's not a big deal because you kind of needed both anyway. So it's not the end of the world. You can still do it. And at your bracket, a lot of people won't do that.
Yeah.
You can take the outpost back. Anti-Mage appreciates your help, I'm sure. He probably already loves you. Send your Glimmer Cape in. And remember, the strat in team fight is if you're going to ult anyway, you Glimmer first and then just ult. You'll just become invisible. It's amazing. Ricky can stop you anyway with smoke, so you have to be careful about playing near Ricky. And don't be afraid if you can't get your ult off. If you Glimmer somebody for a better purpose, like to save them from a Ricky-inish, or like, you know, PL, it's better. Your ult is not as worthwhile as saving a core. So if Sven or AM is in trouble, way more important to save them. Turn on your healing.
Oh, yeah.
Try to get a Zeus out of it. You can mana him too. Perfect, perfect. Focus on that tombstone. Did you get that money?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah. Alright. So, focus on the fighting for now. I'll talk to you about your items afterward.
Okay.
Sentry. Or dust. Dust is perfect. Nothing wrong with a good dust. He is 100% dead. That ult is fine. I think that's a good ult. Ricky suffered immensely from it. You might die to PL, but... no!
That's a fake one.
Are you sure? Okay, it is.
Yeah.
Alright, go help.
3 innocent lives taken.
You didn't... Did you Glimmer at all?
No, I didn't.
That would have helped you a little bit. You would have taken less damage and PL wouldn't hit you for anything, but it's okay. It didn't matter. Your team definitively won the fight regardless. Ping top again.
Yeah.
Typical Herald, no offense to you, saying that he's just going to permanent ban a hero from one game. So your next item is a Force Staff. The reason why, do you know it? It's specifically one interaction is the reason you're getting a Force Staff here.
Before I get sworn by PL Solutions?
Smoke.
Oh, okay.
If Ricky smokes you, you have no way out. You do with a Force Staff. You immediately Force Staff yourself out and stun.
Okay.
It's literally a disaster for Ricky because when smoke's down, he needs to be able to make something off of it, and he can't. Save your other sentry. Help get that kill if you can on him dying. I think he's probably already dead. Never mind. Your team is honestly, you set Anti-Mage up for such success that he's already huge compared to like this bracket's comparative. Go help. Glimmer that guy. Glimmer him.
Whoops. Didn't go
Maybe he's okay. Maybe he's okay.
That was weird.
Glimmer Zeus when he comes down. Okay, you got Bloodseeker. Either one. Honestly, either one's fine. I turn. You're fine. Yep, exactly. That was the real PL. I supported you holding your ult there for a second. There was a good chance they initiated.
Yeah.
I always hold my ult for an extra second or two just in case. It basically is like, oh, Bitch Doctor's going to stop ulting, and they come in early to like preempt, and then you just don't stop. Turn your heal on, your team is dying inside your cure ult. Gotta make sure you keep them up. You actually save one seeker's life, yes.
You are pale. Is it?
I don't have any mana.
Puning? Whatever?
That's okay. Send yourself a clarity
Okay.
and more wards if you need them.
I have 3 sentries.
There's never such a thing as too many sentries. I've held on to 9 before.
There's just
I
the
think
Grobos,
so.
right?
Basically, you should keep most of your sentries for their side of the map now. If there isn't an opportunity to put a sentry down their side of the map, just hold on to it. That's totally fine.
Okay.
Go help your team bottom. When you get over there, you're going to want to put a sentry down right around here. Right around that staircase over there. The reason why is it kind of covers the ward spot too. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a sentry here and an observer here. Alright, and you can see the sentry covers it, so there's no vision up there.
Doesn't want to initiate. There we go.
Mega kill. Own it.
Sure. You absolutely could psychologically manipulate the enemy team, and I think that strategy sometimes is effective, but sometimes you also psych yourself out too while you're doing it. The reason why is you're too focused on typing and not enough playing. And the fact that it's poor sportsmanship, so I like to just have people focus on the gameplay. It's not that I've never tried to BM tip someone after they dove on me and died. I try not to because I think it's poor sportsmanship, and I like to have like a good, you know, I try to keep my sportsmanship more important than my winning.
Yeah. But you know, sometimes it's fun to mess with them.
Stick to the Sven, by the way. Don't like be in his face, but just be near him. Yeah. If you can grab that, if he doesn't want craggy coat, you do.
I have it, Sven. Thank you.
And just
I want to keep this until we get in the fights, don't we?
You can do that, but honestly, you're gonna get moved on and take a bunch of damage before it matters. I think, and mana boot, by the way.
I can kill him.
You might be able to kill him. Make sure you dust.
Sven's here now.
Make sure you dust ahead of time. Yep. See, he actually is gonna die for your dust, by the way. Anthony's gonna get him. Unless Anti-Mage does. Nope, Anti-Mage got him. Mana boot and want. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Wand, don't forget wand. There you go. Throw that stun on anybody who comes close to you. Alright, you're good. Perfect.
So I went to cast the cask bounces instead to get more stuns. Is that good?
Yeah, it's fine. Maledict AoE actually can. I would honestly argue if you were a better player, like if you were, you know, like let's just say my level, I might actually argue in this matchup I would take Maledict, and the reason why is that only the primary PL can get hit with Maledict. If I remember correctly, the other ones don't get hit, so it's a free mark on the real PL. So having a bigger AoE means you can mark real PL, but since PL has absolutely nothing and is utter garbage compared to your cores, it doesn't matter. I usually do take the cast bounces though, but against PL it's a kind of weird situation. You can send the Philosopher's Stone back, by the way. I know it's sad to lose the money, but honestly it's more about your efficiency. And mana boot, mana boot, always mana boot off cooldown. You can actually finish, right? Force F?
Yeah, I could.
Send that shit. You have to act like that money's burning a hole in your pocket and you're trying to stop it.
The silent killer.
Looks like you're gonna get 2 games out of this rocket. Because this game is almost done. You can, absolutely. It's just, I like to think that you shouldn't need it.
Need what?
I'm talking about the psychological part of DotA.
Well, part of the psychological part is being nice to your teammates.
That's true. I would exactly. I would rather you send your efforts towards positivity on your teammates. So do you feel like you're out of... Question, honest. Do you feel like you're out of position right now?
Yeah, probably. Well, Sven was right there.
Sven was up here. He wasn't gonna. He doesn't have a
yeah.
blink dagger, so make it clear. So you're walking in front of your team. If you're the closest person to the enemy team, you're out of position, guaranteed.
Okay.
You right now, I would actually be here if I were you. That's the closest I would be, because you should be behind your cores, not in front of them. And I know it
Yeah.
seems tempting because like you can ward and stuff. That's fine. But like other than that, I would just be. Your Zeus already dewarded, but that's okay.
Well, if it's for the Ricky.
Anti-Mage is dead, unfortunately, because of being maned out by Ricky.
Rip. Sven, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think it's more important to focus on those sorts of things. Alright, taking the Sven is fine. I think that's good. Taking the catapult if you can, get a little cash. You can actually put a sentry down in the middle of this lane, put it right here in the trees. Next time your team pushes, it'll be really nice to just have that sentry available. Buy more dust while you can too.
Yeah.
Your dust is gonna end up taking the slot of your observer ward, like so you're gonna switch them in and out.
Well, I could put an observer ward up here, maybe.
Did you hear what your teammate said?
To push.
He
Mid?
said, I think he said he wanted to Roche.
Oh.
You should protect your Bloodseeker. You should protect your Bloodseeker. You should be there to glimmer him. And then ditch. Then ditch. Stay ahead of him. You want to be in a position where you can help if needed.
I think he's okay. No, he's
Force staff him. Him being back there is much better. He even runs himself
Oh,
in.
crap.
That's on him. That's okay.
That's bad.
It's more important than Bloodseeker's alright. Mana boot
Okay.
you and your allies.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget. Very important.
I have it on a different button than I'm used to.
Alright, switch your dust in for your observer. We can worry about the
That's a
observer
bad
later.
button for that to go. You need to fix my hotkeys. They're bad.
So basically where we stand right now in this game, if I would analyze where we are, I would see your team is winning definitively. The biggest problem right now is that your team needs to take Rashawn. Very important right now is to take Rashawn, and then to push a lane. Preferably split push, but if not, you take top because top tower is already low.
Zeus, you can't Roshan by yourself.
He wants the team to come though. You should try to group them. You walk to the
I was gonna put a ward up. So
Go ahead.
We can
Okay,
see.
ward first. Sure. And then you go in and you ping your team.
Yeah, let's go.
He's buying time for you, the anti-mage. So try. You can also communicate more directly that we need to rush before we push.
Let's go, guys. Whoops, didn't mean to do it.
All right. If they're not coming, they're not coming. You can go group up with your team.
Okay.
Oh, also you should be buying smokes. I know in the lower bracket you don't see them as much, but like literally people will think it's just like magic. They don't understand. Like they get smoked and like what happened? How did we not see them coming? We had wards. Not enough
it
wards,
looks like-
obviously.
Need
Zeus wants to rush.
Sven or Bloodseeker.
Whoops.
Or do somebody who can
Oops.
sit there and
Now I'm getting spammy.
hopefully.
They want to go mid though, so
Just go. If they're not gonna go, they're not gonna go.
Because he's got the stun on his auto attack.
yeah.
Do make sure that you, like I said, buy the dust. You can send that to yourself with the wards. Dust is huge when you're going to go into Roche and when you're going to initiate. Basically, whenever you're going to run at a hero, you always dust first if you can't. Sorry, smoke first if you can.
I'm being chased.
Hey, remember that sentry I told you to put there?
Yeah.
Remember that sentry? What did I
Saved
say?
my butt.
I mean, honestly, just well-played sentries. You'll just see people coming a mile away, and it honestly might win you the game right now. Alright, switch in something. Either your clarity or your wand. Never keep energy inventory. Alright, your Sven is going to go in regardless. Just turn on your mana. Your heal, I mean. It should be on the whole fight. Even unless you definitively win, but just like whenever your team goes in, just have it. That extra HP sometimes is the end. It's the difference between losing or winning the fight.
Support Sven for the win. He probably bought more Sentry Wards than I did, or Observers.
In ruins.
Alright, looks like you guys can take top as well. Hey, what's coming off cooldowns very soon?
Oh crap.
Careful with your dust just because when Ricky first mana boats! Mana boats!
Oh yeah.
It's gonna scream mana boots at you every time it's ready. Then maybe you'll remember the timing and you'll see it coming.
I'll hear you in the back of my head going, "Mana boots!"
It's important. It really is, because the efficiency of mana boots is largely dependent on the cooldown of mana boots. If you don't use it all the time off cooldown, then mana boots actually gets less cost efficient, and you might as well bot tranquil or something.
Ouch.
Enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Ignore your diving team, probably. Just help push.
Okay.
They're making mistakes right now. That's not your job. If you guys take megas, there's no way they win. You're at Herald bracket. I don't foresee a situation where they can come back from megas. Sun's actually making it happen without you guys anyway.
Can we get the tower, please?
Tis mine.
Yeah, perfect. All right, you should ping to back out, or you should walk closer in and die. I'm just kidding, obviously. All right, force staff yourself over the cliff there.
Oh, I was gonna try and save him.
No, you can't. He's dead.
Oh,
I meant it when I said force step over the cliff, by the way, because if they chase you, you die. Mana boot yourself and keep running. Don't stop.
Quite a spree.
All right, anti-mage is back. You can go meet
bot
up.
back.
All right, meet up with him. He came in. Keep by. How did he get there so fast? I guess he was playing. All right, anti-mage ended.
anti-mage
Hey,
killed
if you want a commend, make sure you commend the anti-mage at the end. I guarantee he gives you one.
Yeah.
There's a Ricky there. I saw the blink effect.
Rampage.
Anti-mage gets an rampage. Now you can take personal responsibility for his rampage, at least a little bit, because you guys did very well in your round. So let's talk about the game before we get into our next one, because I just think it's important to note.
Oh, look at that. I got MVP.
So player net worth. This is going to be the test of how well your lane went a little bit. Anti-mage, one of the best hero, farm heroes in the game the entire game through. Your opposing lane, which was Ricky, utter garbage. Shakiro, utter garbage. A 100% loss on their off lane. They 100% failed to stop anti-mage. Mid, Zeus got a lot of farm. Invoker was less, so you guys won mid, of course. Off lane, Sven, Bloodseeker. I don't know who's farming there. I guess Bloodseeker. Weird. Versus PL, they got trashed. They lost every lane, and the fact that you made sure that one of your lane was one of those one lanes it's the end of the game. If you had lost lane, in theory, that game might have been difficult because anti-mage never would have come online. I like the beard. I'll trim it once I can go back to work and the economy's back to normal. Let's see. Item-wise. I'm just going to talk about your items because I don't care as much about theirs, but I'll talk a little bit about theirs. So, obviously, the reason why I always stress Magic Wand and Bracer is because I don't know if you noticed, but Ricky moved on you about, like, the 15-minute, 20-minute mark a couple times. He did not kill you.
Yeah.
Like, did you die? You didn't die
no, I
at
didn't
all.
Die.
You're too tanky for Ricky because you have more items than he does, and because you have those early game items, you're big. You know what Ricky didn't have? Wraith Band. You know what else Ricky didn't have? A finished wand, which is $3 stats.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons he couldn't kill
Tinko.
you. Like, he just can't kill you because he doesn't have enough attack speed, enough damage. It's a really big deal. I think Mana Boots in this particular team is fine because Bloodseeker can get hungry for it, as can you, an Anti-Mage, and Zeus. It all helps. Hard disagree, just so we're clear. Super awesome stream. The Glimmer Cape is always good. You know why. Force Staff's a direct counter to one of their things. And I look at the items they bought. Ricky, he rushed a Basher. Real good. It just stops your ults, I guess. That's about all it does if you're visible. Invoker did buy an Orchid, which was probably partially for you and Zeus. That's fine. A Yule's on Jakiro, which is actually bad versus you because it doesn't do anything. Except stop your ult, which yet again, who cares? I mean, I don't know. Their items are fine in general, but you just had a really big advantage. All right, I'm ready for another one, man. I owe you a full hour.
Right.
You're getting a full hour.
I'm good for another one.
That was a solid win. Oh, yeah, Q-Tap Trivia. Let's go. Apparently, I'm too late for this one.
Oh, yeah, I didn't click that one. How much? I don't know how much that is. I think it's this one. I don't know.
Did that PL rush a Sanj? I think so.
Oh, I got it right.
He went Yasha straight into Sanji Yasha instead of something useful like a diffuser blade or anything like that. Yep.
Who has the following base
And yes,
stats?
it is Herald. It's not Ricky. I know. I know it. I know who it is. I missed one of the key features. That's why I wasn't sure at first.
Bam.
Shut up, Hansi. I knew because the move speed. She's the only hero that moves that fast. One of the only heroes.
Aw, you don't get to answer that one?
I did. I just answered real quick.
Oh, there it goes.
Gotta get the Q time trivia. Is it one of the achievements in the new battle pass, by the way? I assume that it is.
I hope so.
Usually is.
It wasn't the last one.
I'm checking.
Game.
Yep, it is. It is. I saw it real quick at the end. The little hat. We got a coach. The Wise. Caribbean 26. The Wise coming in.
The Wise as a coach.
You know, I missed coaching when you could just do solo coaching and just queue up as that. I want that back. I think the problem is people hated it because they're little babies.
Make it count.
So,
5 seconds
yeah, I'll
remain.
just play Witch Doctor again.
Let's see if Safik comes back. I'm fine if you want to go core in any lane. By the way, it's you don't have to feel like you have to play Witch Doctor. It does help when
It's
we have.
alright.
It helps when we have one hero that's consistent. Don't get me wrong. Safik came back. So let's talk about your item build to start. By the way, so a big thing that I like to do as Witch Doctor is 2 sets of tangos. I share 2 with mid.
5 seconds.
One's mid's
Hurry,
picked.
Hurry.
A salve, 2 iron branches,
Select a hero, please.
2 clarities, and what's that leave you with?
35 gold.
Perfect. That's just that's what you did last time because I had you by the second clarity. But like you are literally set up for almost anything. The only thing you lack there is a mango, and that would be a potential trade between the clarities. Now that would all depend on their heroes. If they have really long range heroes like a sniper support or something, I might switch the clarities out for a mango instead, or 2. No, 1. How much does a mango cost now?
The only
70?
wrong choice
They're
is all the
70.
ones that aren't the one
Yeah,
I'm
you can only
thinking of.
afford 1 for 1. All right, so I would share 2 tangos with Monkey King right off the bat.
Oh, I just sold them. It's left click, not right click.
Falcon didn't say anything, as he did he? Oh, I see. And he is a mod, so he could just kick you.
I think I have my music off for DotA. I do. Turn that up. Ooh, I could check. Oh, we're in the game. Yeah, check and see what my push to talk button is.
Lol, Azzy, get out of here.
I wish I could make it so like my mic was just activated.
As
I
a
didn't
side note,
push to
salt is NaCl depending on the particular form of it, but so you can't forget about the CL. You have to make sense of that too. All right.
Now, if I'm reading this correctly, that
Oh,
big
someone's adding some
green
bonus to your
glowy
team's
thing
wagers.
is
Let's
what you don't want
go.
to kill. Try doing that.
So you have a Medusa in lane, huh?
Yeah, it's Medusa with me. Can you stack the percentages?
Probably.
I don't want to try it.
Your match looks a little bit rough because they look like they have a lot of snowbally. But if you guys last the game out, you win. Axe, Timber, Medusa, and Monkey King all get very strong in the late game. Ursa starts to fall off actually a little bit near the end game. TA and
gets
PA,
strong.
yeah, TA and PA would be your problem because a
30
fed TA
seconds
literally
to
comes in
reveal
and instantly
game.
kills you with bash.
30 seconds.
Her stupid side blades, you know, she just like goes invis and suddenly kills you, but that'll be neither here nor there. So hopefully your Medusa doesn't feed like your anti-mage did.
What the heck is that?
Wayward Forest Spirits. Alright, so I would stun at
There's a
oh
bug
shit.
contest.
Alright, if your Medusa's smart, you guys will get out. You did do some harassed avenge though, so she has one tango, so she's in trouble unless she's sending a salve to herself now. Your team didn't get the bottom either, so hopefully they get the bottom.
Well,
yeah,
that's
okay,
a rip.
they got one. All right, so remember, magic wands and bracer, and you can also buy brown boots before bracer, like not the full boots, but just the brown ones. That's fine. Some people say like, why don't you buy the brown boots before? You can. That's okay. It just depends how defensive you're being. If you're being pushed in your tower, what are the boots doing for you? The bracer's doing a bunch. All right, Ursa has salve and 2 tangos. He's trying to kill you. He has an orb of venom. That's why it's very important to check items. He is intending to run at you. So just make sure you stay a little bit back and just take the easy harass on him, exactly like you're doing. You are perfectly harassing him. And trading with Venge is beautiful because she has a Blightstone, but she has no regen. So it's okay if you take more damage than she does for the trades. And remember, this is your sweet spot over here.
Okay. Kind of where Venge is hanging out.
Yeah, basically. Well, you'll be in the trees once you eat with the tango. You have to eat, I think, this tree right here. But you wait until you take damage.
Oh,
Or-
wrong tree.
That's okay. Just make sure you trade now. Because your tank. Well, perfect. She made it worth it for you. Mostly. Keep trading though. That tango will bring you up to max. So you want to make sure that even if they run them from you, that's okay. You don't have to be too scared. You can be over here. That's fine. Ursa can't move on you here unless you get stunned from Venge. But Venge is all the way over here. So unless you see Venge coming at you, that's the kind of ebb and flow you expect, right? I'm just telling Medusa. Medusa, you can ignore my drawing, by the way. It's solely for Witch Doctor's benefit. So just like pretend I'm not doing it. As you see Venge move closer, you move back. As Venge moves back here, you move closer. And it's going to be this ebb and flow because you always want to be outside of stun range of Venge when possible. But if Ursa's way back there, that increases the distance you can go towards Venge because Venge can't solo kill you. You want to trade with Venge.
Yeah.
And now a ward can help you too, by the way. If you can get a ward down right here, that'll help tremendously.
I have wards, but
I know. If you can get one down. I'm not saying you can.
I
I'm
gotta
just
get
saying
over there.
when you can. She has no regen, by the way. She's out. So you're fine.
Ouch.
Complete waste. And you're at full health, basically. I would do the stun on Venge. You can even ping... Next time she comes that close, you can even ping her out. Or you guys will just trash Ursa real quick. He's gonna salve. Put the ward down while Ursa doesn't want to move.
Oh yeah.
I would put it a little bit further to the right next time so that it sees down more. But it's fine.
Okay.
She doesn't have a sentry, so you're good on that front. It still helps.
Should I throw a sentry in the trees right there?
Nah, there's no ward. She didn't come with one.
Okay.
Just save it. She still has a ward inventory, so if she ever places it, then you go. So once in a while, just like every 15 seconds, if you can, check her inventory for the ward. That's the best advice I can give you. It's hard, but it's the job. And see, you're fine. And nice backing up, right? You made it so that could never be initiated on. She has 35 mana. She has nothing. Just eat a tango, trade with her. Don't forget the tango. Very important process of the trading. And just go down there. Like, you don't have to... Don't fear her. You're playing very scared.
Okay.
Like, honestly, hit her. Yeah, hit her. She's dead. I think she's dead. Maybe I'm wrong. One more. Oh, yeah, she should die. I hope so. Come on.
Yes,
Beautiful.
she did.
Beautiful. She's greedy, and that's why you have to bring regen. She brought one tango. You still have 2 tangos and a salve. Like, there's nothing she can do. You can throw your sentry now, by the way, in the middle of the trees. The reason why is you're going to have an extra inventory slot for your courier anyway, so you might as well just put it down and use it. Stun him. Do the combo. Ping him aggressively. Does she have snake? She doesn't have snake. Okay, that's fine. He probably dies anyway.
He's pretty low.
Yeah, he might die.
He doesn't have a salve.
The
does
third
he?
tick should kill him. Dun.
Yeah.
I actually thought it would take an extra dun, but whatever.
Known for my graveside manner.
This Medusa's already your best friend, by the way. She doesn't say anything. Salve up, by the way. I know Venge might cancel it, so
Do
that's
what?
okay. Salve.
Oh.
Sorry, Salve. I mean, Clarity. Stupid me.
Yeah.
She got you. That's
Dang.
okay. It's fine. Just do it again. She doesn't. It's now on cooldown. You just need to have max mana to have ability to move. So
I
like,
can't just sit here. She won't get me. Don't do it. Don't do it.
see, she's trying to. So now she's going into a position where you can see her too, which is nice.
Aw.
She did get you. That's okay. You got most of your mana back, as much as you could hope. Get that immediately. Oh, Venuta says it. There's your cash. You can finish your bracer. Yo, how? And that's the problem. That's why I love putting an early sentry down. Like not early, but like then early was perfect. Go for the runes, by the way. Can you get over there? Is that possible?
Probably.
We just don't see
Ursa's
Ursa.
missing.
Ping that.
Yeah.
There you go. Don't worry about
She's
Venge.
after me.
She's too slow. She's too slow. Doesn't matter.
Just
You're gonna do a useless stun that does no damage because it's like level 1. It's actually level 1. So make sure you buy a ward or a sentry, whatever you need. And you almost have your
buy
boots, which is
wards.
super. Guys, don't worry. This game is already won.
Nothing will stand in my way.
These guys in offlane are terrible, and they're just feeding Medusa a ton of money.
With me, creeps.
If anybody needs any advice, by the way, you can feel free to ask me. I'm focusing primarily on Witch Doctor, but I also want us to win, so, you know.
look at it go.
I forgot we had a coach.
Yeah, it's because I'm worried about pinging top, that's why.
Yeah, bottom's doing alright. We're not really getting a lot of gold, but it's kind of a battle.
As long as PA isn't getting free farm, it's fine.
Yeah, we can't necessarily say she's not,
Your middle tower is under attack.
Denied.
but she's trying to kill us more so, and she's failing.
Nice hit there. That was a perfect time to just take a free hit. I'm glad you did that. Some people would have missed that opportunity and said, I can't harass them. There's never an opportunity. And it's like, boom, that was the opportunity.
Yeah.
Well done. And it seems small, but each hit counts. You're doing, 71 damage on average each hit. I know it's an average, but
That's yeah. I know. That was bad.
he just wasted it. You were a little close, but honestly, just movement speed-wise compared to Ursa, you are slower,
Should
but
I go Piper Crimson first, after boots?
Crimson, for sure.
Ouch.
Venge isn't even maxing stun, so you don't have to worry about her damage. If you can get that observer up on the cliff, respect.
Okay.
But you don't want to show while you do it, so it's kind of hard.
Now she knows I want to.
Yep, so don't do it.
One hit.
Hopefully she wastes a sentry doing it.
Oh, there we go.
Next kill PL.
She placed an observer somewhere. Oh wait, I seen that. We'd already got rid of
Lol.
that.
Hey, okay, put the new observer. Want a sweet place that nobody ever puts observers?
Yeah.
Right there. Walk through the
Okay.
trees to do it, so they can't see you. And then just put it right at the foot of this tree, like right over here.
Come on, game. Come on, Witch Doctor. Oops.
Nobody ever expects it, and it sees all of this. So
Yeah,
when they're
I
away from the
normally
creep
put it,
wave,
like around here.
the problem is that sometimes people get the D-ward if it's here, because they put the sentry here for the high ground. Get ready to stun the Ursa. He's the one who's gonna go on you. If he does, just you don't have to do it greedily. Just be ready for it.
Yeah.
Get your boots to you as soon as possible.
Your
By the way,
middle tower is under attack.
very important. Does your courier have the rush feature yet, or you're not high enough level? I never remember.
No, it doesn't have it.
All right, so just map awareness things. I know you don't notice, but I do.
Mm-hmm.
Always helpful to just be like, hey mid, just so you know, ward there. Sorry, ward, rune there. Pig. If you want to be extra efficient, you can even buy a sentry and ask mid if he wants it, and if he says yes, you can leave it in base so he can bring it with his courier.
Okay.
That's like the higher level strat. I don't really expect people at your level to do shit like that, but like it could be huge. Like if Monkey King really does need like a sentry and you buy it for him, like his lane can be won just like that. Stun her. Hit her with everything. Everything. You kill that.
Oh, that would have been nice, Axe, if you got the top. Oh, that was close.
Should I use one to get mana back or no?
No, save it.
Okay.
You might want to send yourself a clarity though. And I know that seems weird because you're like, why don't I use the wand? Because the wand's free because I already have it. Clarity only costs 50 gold.
Yeah.
The thing is that the wand is a surprise. So basically, every charge of a wand you have is raising your max health by 15. So your max health is 960. But in fact, it's almost, I'm going to pretend you have 10 charges just for the sake of example. Your health is actually 150 higher. So it's, 1110 or whatever. And it doesn't seem like it, but it really is. So when they have to actually kill you, your effective health, because the armor and stuff gets calculated, goes far up.
Templars
Should,
And so
should
when
I
they-
throw a salve on?
Yeah, for
Her.
sure. Salve right now.
Keep murdering.
Worth. Runes are up. It looks like Ursa's leaving. Kill Eng.
Get closer to the tower.
Oh, you never have mana. Okay, that would have been a good spot to wand. It might be. Oh, you still got her.
Uh-oh.
He's so bad. He should have jumped on you, but that's okay.
Illusion.
Honestly, this is still a win, even if she's gonna die.
Quite a spree.
She did die.
It was a mercy.
She could have TP'd out. She would have been fine.
Don't think he loved me.
All right, switch your clarity in. Use that bad boy.
Yeah.
So what's your
Now
score?
Avenge
What's your
is
score
like-
right now, Rocket? I think that's 3-0-1-1. That's a solid score.
Yeah.
And that's all because of the simple things, right? Now, you're doing a lot of it right yourself, too, but, like, just being able to make sure you have the right vision. So this vision right here is actually one of the reasons Venge got killed. It's because she stepped here, which should have been out of vision, and that little movement can actually stop auto attacks as you run diagonally. So she could have cut off about 2 auto attacks during the run, and she might have lived. But there's just vision. There's vision everywhere. Don't waste a stun. Make sure you save it. You need the mana.
Yeah.
Your combo costs you. Oh, actually, I should make you do the calculation. How much mana?
Scared of me.
How much mana does it cost you to do your combo?
108, 100, 220.
I'm including your ult.
Yeah.
420.
420.
You do not have enough to do your combo without the wand. With the wand, you do. But be aware of that, because you waste a stun, you might not have enough anymore.
Now it's gonna be more expensive.
That's okay. You still have enough. Now it's 440. It's still fine. With the wand, you have plenty. But you never want to be in a situation where you don't have enough mana to do it when there's such oppression in the lane. Now, you can actually go probably buy, like, can you buy a Sentry? No, never mind. Save up for your mana boots. You're so close.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah,
should buy
too
the
late.
tomes.
Yeah, that's important. You're right. All right, just send yourself a couple things and actually go Sentry and mid. Your Medusa's in the jungle.
Alright.
She doesn't need you right now. Oh, put an Observer over here, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big one.
What was that?
That's a raised buyback. Now, this is going to let Medusa know when they're coming to gank her. She has perfect vision. Like, and you know, this is the thing I complain about when I'm core. See this right here? How do they enter the jungle?
Yeah.
They can only slip in over there. Oh, sorry, over there. And Medusa should know that because they have to pass their vision to get there.
Templar Assassin keeps coming down
Alright,
and
right in the
helping
middle.
out bottom.
Alright, you can take this farm since nobody's here.
He's still there, coach.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I am. So the problem with TA is that she's not even that high of a level, honestly. So she's not getting as much as you would think, because like she hasn't finished a single item. She's trying to go for a Deso, but she needs another Mythal Hammer before she gets there. So she's actually hurting herself by ganking you bottom, even though it doesn't seem like it. I would just get a ward up right over there.
I probably shouldn't stand there
Yeah, just be careful.
and take the damage.
She does a lot of damage.
I'll just use this.
Because if you guys have the vision right there, she doesn't have any way to approach the lane.
That gives so much
Yeah,
gold.
unless she like
Gives her
TP
25.
spot or something. But
Yeah, but you'll see her right when she enters this spot here because of the ward you have on the bottom, so she doesn't really have a good entry. She doesn't have blink because she's rushing the Deso, so she'll be slow. Her movement speed 365. With Temper Chain and the fact that Axe is already moving at 360 before the Tranquils, you'll never be caught. And you're doing the right thing, by the way, right now. Like, you're fine. You can send your courier to pick up your mana boots. Never be afraid.
Okay.
The command to send a courier to Secret Shop is W.
got 3 bot.
More
My
death.
controls are different.
Well, rip. You can actually TP bottom and try to help.
Okay.
I don't think it'll matter, but Monkey King might be able to use your help. Just try to stun for him. That's all he needs.
Yeah.
An ult. Ult. Wand ult. Wand ult.
Don't have mana. Oh.
Ult here.
Don't think
You can do it out of vision.
Double kill.
Never forget about the wand when your mana runs low. That's why you have it. You just gotta commit. See, you just gotta sit for that. You do not want to keep the push bottom because Ursa's still alive. Just go buy your mana boots.
Yeah.
More wards
Wait,
and
where's my courier going? It has my.
Oh, it has it sent to you. You have. Oh, that means you have more money than I thought you did. You're freaking rich.
Oh, you guys in
Well,
a
I
fight?
haven't really been buying.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Witch Doctor, or I don't know. That's what,
Why is it not?
Yeah, Witch Doctor
What's
is
her face said?
is paying for
Reduced.
me to coach him, so I got his back. I'm gonna raise him up so high in MMR. Grab the runes.
Oh yeah.
Bottom.
I'll go top.
Actually, already got it. Yeah. Go top.
Looks like they already got.
He regularly
Should
attends
I?
my broadcast, so I am. I had the opportunity to coach him, so I did.
Oh hell yeah.
He's a big fan. Even though he's betrayed me and not joined my guild, but it's okay.
Yeah, the guilds are new though.
Yeah, he joined another streamer's
Your
guild.
middle tower is under attack. Dire have fortified their towers.
Oh shit, this P.
Oh yeah, I guess it's important to note that you guys are on stream right now, but you know you're looking good. It's good. I also didn't watch you die there, so nobody saw that. Nobody knows.
Seen what?
Yeah, I'm still alive. I'm running around still.
Good sentry rocket. There you go. You have a ward. Put a ward up there, quick. They're gonna try to move a
okay.
Medusa. Now the Venge can't try tricky business because if she tries to ult the Medusa, she's in a lot of trouble. Mana boot for the Medusa.
Oh yeah.
That's her effective health because of mana shield is huge. Get ready to stun Ursa and nobody else. All right. If she de-initiates, that's fine. Just hold your ult.
Yeah.
This game, I actually think Force Staff is more important than Glimmer.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Okay.
So Force Staff first. The reason why is very complicated. Is if someone gets Nightmared or gets Fiend's Gripped, you can't help them by Glimmer. You can push them towards the team.
Okay.
So like if Medusa's out of position and she's facing away because she tried to run but she gets caught, you just say, oh, let's push her into our team. Yo, were you actually AM?
Your middle tower has been denied.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. That
Was he?
the
I'm checking.
image.
Yo, he was! Yo, welcome back, AM. Yo, that was the easiest game of our lives.
Carry me.
I'm actually a huge AM player, by the way, so I respected the AM pick last game. It's funny because position 5 is my worst position, but here I find myself coaching position 5 2 games in a row.
Yeah. Support's fun though. I mean, it can be.
I'm a position 1 player through and through.
Oh, he's dead.
It's still worth it. Help Timber, help Timber. Don't forget you have another teammate in there. When you get close to Timber, mana boot. He needs it really bad. Make sure
Oh,
he's
I
in
already
range
used
though.
it.
Oh, okay. Always
I
be
scared him
conscientious of
off.
that, but it's okay. If you need one Timber, you can always go a Soul Ring. It's not an uncommon pickup now on Timber, just because that burst of mana can help you Timber chain out.
We do have a.
Yeah, that's true.
Rainbow true.
I'm about to get the boots though.
Alright, you'll be alright then.
Yeah, that soul ring would help out actually early game.
Sorry there was no TPs, Medusa. We'd already TP'd bottom to fight. Make sure you fortify the tower in a second. Not yet, though. Best thing you can do is watch to see when all your creeps are dead. That's the best time to hit it. Oh, is this a kill? Is this a kill? Hit her. Hit her with the thing. Yeah, altar. Yeah, I mean. Doesn't actually matter. Still dead. Still
Yeah,
dead.
he's dead.
Mana boot him. Mana boot him. And then it's done. Mana boot. Mana boot. Mana boot.
I think I bit too. Nope.
No, your witch doctor got you. I'm screaming in his ear right now.
Well,
Oh,
say that.
shit.
We're on Discord, so you guys
Oh,
can't
yeah.
hear most of the private conversation. I'm whispering sweet nothings
That
into his ear.
explains why you're so quiet. I'm like
Ow.
wondering, it's like we had a coach, and then it's like quiet.
Yeah, I try to make sure I focus it on the person who's paying me. You know, gotta be respectful.
Hell yeah, that
Should I go middle? And...
helped make our witch doctor fucking badass.
I mean, he's doing crazy
Make
right
him a
now.
carry.
He is 5-0. Yeah, he's doing good.
Yeah, literally, he came in, fucking got a couple kills, bot, and yeah, he's doing good.
Okay, yeah, first. Should I save for buyback or should I just buy things?
No, it's 19 minutes. Don't worry about buyback.
Okay.
I appreciate the question. You're fine.
Yeah.
So right now, do you have any wards that are available in stash? I'm just feeling like the map looks real
I just
dark.
bought the.
Yeah, I don't think we should all group up if we're not gonna fight.
I have one.
I see a TA mid. Do you have dust?
No.
All right. Ping out the fact that you have a sentry
have-
ward. You can kill. You can kill his TA if she comes over. Or Bane, whoever. Just buy some extra dust and send that shit into yourself. You guys can probably kill TA if she comes too close, because Witch Doctor's got sentries.
Yeah. Let's go for this bot jungle.
Remember, if you're gonna hit TA, Maledict before stun. Very important.
Okay. Maledict
Actually, you should do that
before stun.
for
think we
most
should
heroes.
chase
If you can land a Maledict before you stun, you
I'm gonna
always
send
should.
The, illusion up.
The reason why, Rocket, is because the more damage you do
Yeah, they're
during the
going bottom.
Maledict, the better. And so you want the Maledict before any of your damage, ideally.
Ow.
You're fine.
Where did that even come?
She was over here.
That's crazy range.
I mean, she has vision somewhere. She saw you on the high ground. So
Well,
it's
yeah,
either...
I was destroying the
Yeah, the warrior.
observer.
Alright, this is hard. I'm trying to think.
Do we do?
You destroy that trap, that's what you do. Get that money. 25 gold. Pop it.
Jump MK. I don't want to destroy your tree.
So basically, if she comes close enough for you to Maledict, you Maledict and stun, and she dies. I mean that, because as soon as you start ulting, she can't
Okay.
stop you.
Should I go top? Actually.
She has Blink Dagger? Blink Dagger,
Oops,
careful.
I-
You can go top. You can kill Bane, right? Yeah, absolutely. You can walk too, it's fine.
Oh, I'm almost
TP if you
done.
want, that's an option. Either one's an option, doesn't actually matter.
He's running.
Just
Yeah.
don't waste your stun because you want to wait till Bane does something stupid, like comes closer to you. He's going to try to Nightmare you, and that's the only way he gets the chance to live. So the biggest thing you can do is make sure that when your Maledict hits first, that your stun bounces a lot. Because even if he stops the ult, he might die to the damage done by stun.
Okay.
Alright, this game, I was going to ask you. You didn't explain to me why you needed the armor this game, but I think it's because you know PA. Reason enough.
Yeah.
I would
Lots of
actually,
physical.
in this game, I would definitely take the cast bounces 100% because the Maledict AoE just isn't as important.
Yeah. And the last game is probably kind of bad because of the PL thing. So it just hits illusions the whole time.
That's okay, actually.
But the PL is bad.
It's
so-
bigger because you want the Maledict for PL, but it's not because it's bad against PL to have the bounces. It's just because it's better to be able to always mark him. Witch
Yeah.
Doctor's countered PL because of that, but it's okay. Alright, get an Observer up there. Still put an Observer, you still need the vision, unfortunately. It sucks,
Okay.
but you just have to do it.
Well, I could put it like.
Nah, there's not a better space, honestly. This just
Okay.
provides so much vision. It's like such a big spot because most of the creep wave, since the tower is here on the map, most of the creep wave will always be in this zone or it's pushing. Either way, the ward helps. Because if you're pushing into their T2, the vision's not going to matter anyway.
Yeah.
Rip whoever
Buy
that
extra
was.
Wasn't
TPs.
expecting that kind of a nuke.
Any
Yeah, I
wards
have
you
a
need,
TP
more
coming.
TPs. By the way, do you happen to notice an Observer ward on the map, just a mini-map? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yep. Don't worry about it. Print it right now.
Put
Just
one up.
make a mental note. You don't have to go there right now.
Okay.
Stun her if you can. Oh, never mind. She blinked. I was gonna say punish her. Her blink dagger is up and running, like I said. So
I am not your bottom tower.
the
but
problem you're gonna
I
have is that Axe has to
am
be the
double
initiation.
taped cardboard all over their structures.
Axe, as a side note, you're the only person who can lock TA down because you have blink. Nobody else has enough instantaneous stun to stop her. So in team fights, make sure you grab her. If she dies, the team
Should I?
crumbles.
I don't know what's going on. Should I be middle? Should I be bottom?
You're actually okay because you're staying in between your cores. I know it feels like you're not doing a lot, but just make sure
Yeah.
that you get like get a ward up on this cliff here. It's gonna protect Medusa's farm.
Okay.
Because like now, how do they approach her? Oh, never mind. I thought PA was approaching. She's got it. How do they approach her farm? They just don't, honestly. Because you have the protection of the tier 1 tower at the bottom, you're great.
Yeah. Oh man.
Did Monkey King take the
Rip
Observer? Is that why?
I didn't get gold for it.
Sad. You almost have your 4 staffs, so focus on that. Help your team push if possible. You can actually, honestly, as soon as you can actually bait the TA, you walk down right here, and make her want to jump on you. But you make sure you're still close to your team, and you can just stand there, and it's fine. You don't have to like back up. You just wait. You get hit with a dagger, you'll be okay. You have enough armor. Witch Doctor actually isn't a bad armored hero, and you kind of just want her to come at you, basically. Now you back up because there's no creeps, and it's night.
Okay.
You have Stone Gaze, Medusa's there, now it's safe again. I would put an Observer Ward over here. Right here. I don't know if you see that.
Oh, over there. I thought you pinged towards.
No, somebody else
the
pinged.
rooms.
They wanted you to group up, I think, but you need the Observer Ward for vision. It's somewhere they're not going to de-ward easily. And see how you can CTA now, mid. She saw you too. I don't know if it's because she guessed after
She
you
had
walked
a
away.
trap right there.
Go stun. Go stun as soon as you can. Now Maledict. Oh. She's dead. She's so dead. That's so big.
Murder going on here.
Nice initiation axe. Fucking wonderful.
Top tower under
Get that
siege.
catapult, dude. No, the catapult! No, the money! I look at a
Grab.
catapult. I'm like, you're gonna get it, right? Alright, mana up. I know you're close to max, but it still helps.
Yeah.
Buy that Force Staff, then you can start working on Glimmer.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Buy your Force Staff. Thank you. Timber's probably dead. You don't want to dive. Just stay behind Medusa. If she moves, you can move with her, but don't.
She left.
Yeah, just exactly. See, she's going back anyway. Take the regen and run.
Oh, okay.
Better than a poultice.
Top tower under siege.
Should I TP top and push it?
Probably a Shiva's Guard Axe. It raises your mana pool and allows you not to have mana problems, but it also makes you impossible to kill.
Should I go top? Oh.
You should die. Stun her, Force Staff yourself. Force Staff yourself. You have nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do.
Oh, okay.
He had a chance to
Should have
potentially
saved
initiate.
me.
Yeah, he shouldn't have saved you. It's okay though. I appreciate the Gusto axe, but remember, Witch Doctor's a 5. You can let him die if there's no ability to come back on it. Oh. I don't know what it'll end up doing in the long run, but it was worth a try.
Keep murdering. Two down.
Force Staff yourself. You got this. You got this. No. It's all good, man. We just have to be careful about how we initiate. If we lose like axe or something, there's really not much of a fight, so you just let it go.
Earth Timber.
Your death is a secret.
Congratulations. Your middle tower is being attacked.
It's okay. Game's still winnable, honestly. At low armor Mars, people are less likely to deathball, so it's not even a problem. Could happen, granted, but I think
Yeah,
they're
they're
more
backing.
likely. They're more likely to back and take like the tier 1 bottom or tier 1 top, and that's great for you because they really should be pushing into your mid. Like right now, just so you know, that would be the play. You still have Timber dead for 15 seconds. You're dead. They poke it.
Should
Shiva's
I take
Guard.
the Fated Approach? I didn't have a neutral item this whole time.
Yeah, probably. I forget sometimes, like telling people to buy it.
Would Arcane Ring be better? Or no?
Nah, Fated Broach's movement speed is huge, dude. It just gives you so much
Okay.
positioning. You have to remember that movement speed is basically health. That's not a quote from me, it's actually a quote from other people, but movement speed is essentially the same as health, and because of that, it gives you so much potential to survive things. You can actually force that into her and just be aggressive if you want to. She's gonna stun you, and that's okay. Immediately ult. If Axe has the ability to blink, which he does,
Oh.
he should have battle 100. You gave him the setup, it's fine.
Yeah.
Venge will live,
They
but
just
like,
roche.
she's gonna have to back. It's fine, you didn't have
Should
any
I-
best.
Should I be heading middle then to help them?
Yeah. They're probably gonna get into a dumb fight anyway. Make sure when you get close to Medusa, you mana boot. Put a sentry down,
Okay.
just in case TA comes. It's just a nice thing to have. Looks like you're okay.
Your top tower
What's
is
your problem,
under
Azzy?
attack.
Oh. I like some big ass pizzas. Did you just remember you had it, Azzy? Because I've done that. Yeah, I get so excited. I'm like, yes. You want that telescope, by the way.
Okay.
Move speed is like health, as is cast range, and your cast range actually benefits everybody because telescope is an aura, making it super good. Don't chase that. That's a bait.
Okay.
Just stay
Well,
behind
should
the
I
team.
go if they're chasing
Alright,
it?
stun. You got this. That is exactly what they didn't want to happen. What a bad play. They should actually be splitting here, but it's okay. Oh, good. Awesome.
Swapped me.
Questionable. Go get
Okay.
that ward. The bounty ward. What's wrong with me? You can send that beautiful telescope in.
Oh yeah.
I can eat pizza until I die, so I
had pizza too.
I should make some pizza actually. Alright, you're gonna want a ward over here if you can get it. Since your team is in the area, just keep your force staff close. If you walk up the hill and it looks like that, a bad situation, you turn and force staff.
Should
That's
I put
like-
it on the cliff right
Yeah,
here? or
yeah,
no?
yeah.
Oh wait, crap. Cut that out. No, I'm kidding.
Radiant
Okay.
have fortified.
You're in college, it's not about cost as much as it is convenience. You still have force staff if they move on you. They might swap Medusa, be
Access
careful.
boots.
Done. And force staff yourself away. It's very important you're in position here. You're healing, that's perfect, you're doing your job.
Where is
And
I?
one. And oh. Honestly, you're doing everything you need to be doing. Stun as soon as you can. One. Alright, force staff your Medusa. Force staff her, I promise.
Oh, X.
Okay,
Oh,
sure. That's not your
she's
fault. That's not your
looking-
fault. She was facing him and turned the moment you went to. Alright, that was a
Well, I took
disaster.
too long.
That was
Yeah.
so bad for them. Oh my gosh. Yo, you wonder why they lost the fight? And I mean this. They committed everything on you. What's wrong with them? Man,
And I still survived.
you guys basically just won the game, by the way. I can't imagine them coming back from such a deficit. Buy your Glimmer.
I mean, if we can get these bot racks, yeah.
If you get the bot racks, the game is definitely over. But, like, that was so much money they just threw out the window. Your Witch Doctor's level 20.
Yeah, I'm higher level than all of them.
Max level 20 and Medusa level 20. PA is fucking crazy.
You're the DD, that's pretty spooky.
PA has
Blade Mail actually got this. If he Blade Mailed earlier, he might have actually killed the PA, which is funny.
3 innocent lives taken.
At least we got better creeps for the bottom.
Yeah, honestly, it's not great, but that was fine.
We got the range though, not the.
So a big part of that was actually, I'm going to be honest, was Axe's fault for not killing PA because he should have and then died with her. But also, you should.
Yeah.
I should have said something. You need to be further back. Like, you have high
Okay.
cast range. You don't need to be up in their face. Like, I don't need to say that in front of everybody else, but like, it's just important that you make sure you're back at the extent of your range at all times.
Yeah. Okay. Should I pick up the quickening charm instead of the telescope or no?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna ping that there's a quickening charm. It's probably better than-
I could eat pizza every day for the rest of my life, Azzy, just where I'm at. He's aggressive.
Unstoppable.
That's not good.
Make sure you Crimson Timber. It affects the towers too. Force staff yourself into the fountain. Oh, wait. Glimmer. Never mind. She's stupid. 100% worth it. 100% worth it. That was so dumb. And she's dead too. She's dead too. I would ult Medusa. Sorry, I would ult Medusa. I would do it now.
You still don't gotta listen to you.
There you go. There you go. Oh, stupid TA. I hate her. Do you have buyback? Buyback TP in. I was too late to tell you. My bad. That's my bad. I should have said something. Okay, just stay back. Just stay back.
Wait, Daz.
All my friends are dead.
So remember, if they try to move on you, you glimmer immediately. That's your defensive. So if they like throw a dagger and you think they're about to jump, glimmer. You didn't have that option before, but like now that you do. You guys didn't lose a Rax for that, which is shocking. Sad that I made you buy it back. It was a lot of money, but it seemed like the right decision because if Medusa just had a little bit more survivability to her, you would have saved her life.
Yeah, should I try and be placing wards around now?
Yeah, just be safe. You put them like on the ground, for example. It's a safer way because you don't have to walk on high ground.
Okay.
So you can put them on the high ground here, exactly. Just like something that helps. Excuse me, see you coming. I briefly just talked about some of the rewards, Quandary. It's just hard to like go into detail. Ooh, nice, good find. You should scan the Roche pit, by the way.
Okay. Nope.
Perfect. No, I did it off stream. It's not that I don't think it's exciting. But, oh wait, no, I didn't open them. That's not true. I haven't opened my treasures because it wouldn't let me open them before. I can open them.
I'll dig that.
I love it, Quandary, because I have to get those. There's two new personas, and 3 arcanas, so I gotta do it. I want the pudge. I do. Alright, so this Venge is out of position. Best thing you can do is, yeah, just throw her like a probing stun. Alright, she's out. Let her go. Alright, next item you're going to want... Oh, careful. That trap is scary. Spooky. You shouldn't now. He's terrible, but... I'm not even sure what I'd have you buy, honestly.
I could go Spirit Vessel.
Glimmer the Timber if you can. Too late. Glimmer yourself. Up too late. PA's big. She's not big though. She's not many items. The turn? The turn? Yo!
Oh my god. Oh,
Don't forget about Battle Hunger Axe. The slow is really big. It makes it hard for them to run. Nice turn, guys.
Like that.
Enemy towers are now.
That team fight worked out, and that's partially because they focused you again, right? They said, "I'm gonna kill the witch doctor."
they
Okay.
really like me.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, you're at 5. Okay, what's the cost? And for this
Yeah.
game, tremendous cost.
Enemy's middle tower demolished.
I still want to buy the Arcanas I don't have in Dota, but it's a lot of money. Like, I don't have like the Leech Commander, the PA. Like, I can always change my mind. So. Alright, so you're going to be up in 30. Your next item, I think, has to be, like, Guardian Greaves. Something that tanks you up, you know what I mean? It gives you a bunch of armor.
Yeah.
I want the terrain too, Quandary, I agree. I have every terrain so far, so I don't want to, like, not have one. I still want the Ash Weather effect, but nobody will give it to me, and I don't want to buy it.
How much is it? A lot?
No, I mean, it's not even that expensive. I think it's like $5 or something to get the Ash Weather effect from someone on the forums. Alright, where are you?
There's a Prince's Knife somewhere.
Walk bottom. There's a Princess Knife?
Yeah, no one picked it up though.
Somebody found a Princess Knife and didn't pick it up. Is it somewhere? There's 2 items in the ground that haven't been picked up. 1 now.
Should I take the Spell Prism? If Monkey King gives it to me? No, he's gonna keep it.
Does anybody know where the Princess Knife dropped, by the way? Sorry, does anybody know where the Princess Knife dropped? Because it dropped, but nobody seems to have it. It's on the ground somewhere. You guys really don't want them to get Princess Knife, I promise.
When nothing of any interest had happened for a good long time, Stanley decided
It's probably in the top jungle. As far as your item is
it's in the
concerned,
top.
Something else.
no, I think you're
Check
okay.
bottom jungle.
Oh, they found it. They found
Our
it.
side of the
That's
river,
good.
at least.
I honestly think just keep your items, to be honest with you. It's really big.
Oh,
Stay back, stay
Red
back.
Monkey King.
I think Princess Knife should probably go on, That's hard, actually.
Oh god.
On who?
I'm just thinking. I think Spell Prism should honestly be on Timbersaw and not Monkey King, and I think Monkey King should take Princess Knife. The reason why is even though it doesn't give the range bonus, you still get the Hex. And the Hex is pretty big for Monkey King since he just needs to get 4 hits. So, do you have a Sentry? Sentry.
Oh, shit. I had one right
Oh,
there,
she's dead.
so-
Doesn't matter. She died. She died so fast, dude. It doesn't even matter.
First isn't.
Stay on the high ground. Don't leave this high ground. You fight from here. You mana boot, and you get ready to glimmer whoever PA goes on. Even if it's Axe or whatever it has to be. Or she just 100% feeds her entire life. Oh, she's Aegis.
Well, I
Careful.
stunned her.
Start healing. She's getting kited by you. Sentry. Oh my gosh. Ah, dude.
Push mid.
You should have seen. Did you watch them throw themselves at Witch Doctor like 2 fights ago? It's crazy. That was tremendous, guys. That's proper game. They literally, there was a bottom fight where they committed everything to a Witch Doctor, failed to kill him,
Tower has fallen.
and then just got slaughtered. It was like, it was awful, dude. I might argue, Rocket, that given performance of this game, you might be the best player on your team.
Big gift.
Your Medusa knows what she's doing, but she's too timid. So it looks like you got a little bit more than an hour. Glimmer. Yep, perfect. Oh, what a good Glimmer. Yo, he's so mad right now.
That's kind of a waste, but...
Make sure you mana boot whenever he gets back. Mana boot. Get ready to Glimmer one of your friends. Or just, yeah, just stun the TA and get her killed instantly. That'd be cool, too. Your stun actually bounced perfectly on her, by the way.
Yeah.
Bane dying to creeps. Oh, dude, it's so good. GG, my friends.
We'll play it, guys. We'll play it.
If you're gonna say 5 cores, the answer is no. No, that's not how it works. All right, let's see this game. I gotta know.
I got it again! Easy!
Easy. The Medusa got so much farm thanks to your tremendous lane. Monkey King was a little bit behind mid, unfortunately. Off lane was okay. Axe had farm. PA got trounced. Oh my god, she got nothing. Oh my gosh. Look at her farm, dude. That's so bad.
I'm still going through the whole
Their
DotA plus.
only good lane was mid. They lost every other lane tremendously. It was like a disaster. Honestly, Herald rank should be 5 supports. That's how it should be, because nobody farms. And the most impactful heroes with no farm are supports. Like 110%. Itemization-wise... Itemization-wise, I'm just trying to think. Bane rushed Ags. Bad. Just bad. That's not good. You can't do that. I think TA is fine. Ursa... I don't really like to buy Vlad's on Ursa anymore, but at least it does have some value, so I can't like say it's bad. PA rush Deso, that's okay. Right? I can't even believe that, Azzy. I can't even believe they got Ags on Bane. It's so stupid. Vengeful Spirit. She got a Dragonlance, which is super bad for a support Vengeful Spirit. Lol. She also got a Vlad, so they have 2 Vlads in their teams. That's so bad. They also have 2 Desos in their team. I want to note that. 2 Desos, 2 Vlads. What good team. I don't even remember what it does anymore, to be honest with you. What does Bane Ags do? No, I gotta know.
That guy on the other team spams PA every single game.
It makes Brain Sap Pierce spell immunity, and it casts faster, that's all. It's kind of bad, honestly. going back to your game for a second because I got to see your items and just discuss why they're important because I think it's very important when we're talking about the learning process. So you have to just realize what your items do, like comparative to like their crap. This is not the right game. Thought I'd hit the most recent, but I guess not. This is the right game. So the reason why, and I said it in the game, but just to reiterate, I wanted you to go 4-step first, is solely to save people from like the Ursa Stomp, the PA, you know, slow, the Bane in place, all that. It's so big, especially in like this Vengeful Spirit. It's so much more important. When you look at like, you know, Glimmer Cape, obviously it's always valuable. I mean, they couldn't do anything. I just remember that fight bottom. You just had a 4-staff, and they just threw themselves at you. It's even just the raw survivability, and I say it again, of Bracer.
Yeah.
Like, you know who didn't have a Bracer? Bane. You know who went down like a sack of potatoes? Bane. You know who also didn't have like a Wraith Band or anything? Ursa. You know who didn't attack fast enough or do enough damage? Ursa. PA as well. Vengeful Spirit had a Wraith Band even though she's a support, and so she was too squishy too, so she could be bursted by Axe way too easily. Like, it's just like things like that. You have to realize like how much effective health they give you, and this isn't only for you, Rocket, but this is also for the stream. When we talk about like how much tankiness a Bracer gives you, 6 strength is 120 health plus health regen. It's a half of an armor and 4% magic resistance on top of that. It's most of the damage, Azzy, but it helps to ramp up your damage. So of course his attack speed is largely off of his ability over power, but it does help because it's not always off cooldown in lane. And so it gets you a couple extra hits, which usually can equal a kill, especially when you're competing with somebody who is building a little bit like a Bracer or a Wand. Of course you're going to max W. It doesn't hurt. You know, and it's also when it's down, but it also adds on top of it, you know, it does matter. I would usually buy a Wraith Band on Ursa. Not every game, but in general, especially at lower MMRs, just buy the Wraith Band. It matters. It also gives you a mana anyway, technically speaking, from the 3 end. Minor, but it does matter. But the 120 health, the half armor, the 4% magic resistance, it goes a long way to making you survive. Because 120 health is a lot, realistically speaking. Now, granted, in the mid to late game it's not, but early game it is. So they basically let you trounce them. Now, due to popular demand, I have to open my treasures, Rocket.
That's okay. Medusa killed the Vengeful Spirit 8 times.
I believe it. She was big. Alright, let's do it. We have 5 treasures.
Get lucky.
I apparently already had a treasure open, I think. Never mind. I thought one already registered. Lifesteal.
I'm level 101.
Yeah, I already have the Tinker, I guess. Alright, so I already got the Tinker, everybody, just so we're clear.
Get more side
I don't want the puck. I wouldn't use it. I would use Night Stalker maybe. If I got it. Not even sure. I'll have to look. I want the Pudge one, but I don't expect it.
Yeah.
What, one more? I think. Lol, Falcon. Yep, that's it. No such luck. You can let these things go for side shop money, which is kind of cool, though. Not yet, though. I'll have a lot more Immortal Treasures, because basically the day that they release Anti-Mage Persona, I will immediately buy myself up to that many levels. I mean immediately, like that day. I will have it. And in the process, I'll get a bunch of treasures and stuff. So, it'll be good. So, Rocket, did you enjoy your coaching?
Yeah, I did.
Did you enjoy winning 2 games for free?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, honestly, those games were pretty easy. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I know it's unranked, but like realistically speaking, the takeaway is always laning. It always starts with laning. I don't care as much how you fight in the mid to late game because that's just stuff you learn over time. But like laning, you just have to know where to stand and how to harass. And you noticed Vengeful Spirit tried to go greedy. And when you go greedy, the trade-off is you say, I don't want to buy a lot of regen. I'm going to buy items that make me good at killing. If you don't punish them, what she's going to do is she's going to get you know, she had a Blightstone, she had like a Blade of Attack or something stupid, I don't remember. And she's gonna buy, you know, an early, I don't know, let's say, boots, just to have treads, so she does a ton of damage. And she's going to hit you for a lot. And she's going to stun you, hit you a bunch, which is gonna armor shred you. And Ursa's gonna jump you with Orb of Venom, and they're gonna try to kill you, and that's the goal. And if they succeed without taking too much damage, they're gonna start snowballing until you can't stay in lane anymore because they're gonna grab you every time. Once she hits 6, she's gonna swap you in, stun you, and you die. So you have to make sure you punish her because of her decision.
They weren't very. The Ursa wasn't as aggressive as.
He should have killed you at least once for one of your misplays. That's so weird, Azzy. You know, it just comes down to making sure you trade better. You have to see what it is about your trading that you can do to give yourself an advantage, even if it means hit and run tactics. Poke out of trees, hit, run back into the trees. That's fine. If that's what you gotta do, that's what you gotta do. The reason why is, you know, I always drill this into people's heads. The reason why is you have to see the fact that if you're picking a hero that you think can't trade, you're probably not picking a good support hero. I mean that. Like, if your support hero, if you're 5, can't trade with the enemy, you're not playing a good support hero. I can't think of a single one who doesn't trade in some regard well. Even Coddle does, because he's fast. Even though I don't like Coddle 5, he's fast as fuck. Lich can shield himself and trade with the support if that's really what he wants to do, and win every time. Jakiro slows their attack speed, slows them, and then trades well. Shadow Shaman has crazy damage and armor. So he just says, okay, I'll just trade with you. That's fine. I'll just win. Warlock heals himself, so he'll always come out of every trade better as long as he has mana. And it's cheaper to buy mana than it is to buy health, usually. Witch Doctor has crazy combos, so if someone starts to get to low health, he suddenly turns it into a kill. So he doesn't actually need to trade. He does, but like he trades and says, look, do you want to keep trading? Because I will kill you. Like once your health's low enough, I'll just combo you with 2 spells and you die. Lena has unbelievable attack range that makes me mad every single time I play against her. I actually hate playing against Lena. Disruptor has Q. You just can't trade because he'll do way too much damage. And also he'll just punish you because kinetic field. The list goes on. You know what I mean? All of those heroes have something that makes them good at trading. That's why they're 5s.
Yeah.
CM has an attack slow and a move slow. Like, I don't know. It just keeps going. The list goes on forever. Those are support heroes. So if you're thinking to yourself, well, I've been trying and I've been thinking that I should go, you know, I'm trying to think of somebody ridiculous.
Sniper?
Luna support. No, I'm not even going to bother. That's a whole can of worms. Luna support. And it's like, no, not as a 5 anyway. As a 4, I mean, I guess you might try, but as a 5, no. Does she trade well? Not really. Her attack range is low. Her base armor is meh. Her damage is meh. She doesn't have any dedicated ability that makes it better for trading. She's just going to lose. Like, imagine Luda trading with any of those heroes I listed. She just loses the trade. Now, granted, she might scale up and you'll say, well, yeah, but I can buy an Aghanims and then make sure my carry doesn't get initiated on because my ult, I'll activate my ult and they'll all get punished. And it's like, yeah, but you'll lose lane. Your carry will never be relevant because you'll just lose lane. That's just it. If you lose the lane, you lose the game, basically. And that's what people are playing now. They're playing with, like, a Mars and, like, a CM or something stupid. I've never seen CM before, but, like, a Mars and a CM. And they're basically going to say, I'm going to kill you. So if you let them get the advantage, they will kill you. So I will at least end the broadcast here because it was a good hour, 43 minutes. That's pretty solid. I'm probably going to be on DotA today, tonight. Anybody who wants to play, I'm cool for playing a couple games and just try and test out this battle pass. I just want to like get some levels because I want to start building up so I don't have to buy as many when the anti-mage persona comes out because that's literally all I care about. I'm just going to spam anti-mage for the rest of the time. Female anti-mage will be the only thing I ever play. I also have to hit the rest of the other stuff. But either way, I'll end the stream here. Anybody wants to play, hit me up on Discord. I appreciate you guys for watching. I will see you all next time.